What's happening? What's good? It's your boy Samutupi. Welcome back on my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be looking at the markets. Obviously on Mondays, that's what we normally look at, just so we are able to understand what that whole analysis that we can see basically on the currencies that we trade and as well some of the indices that we trade. So if you are a trader that would love to gain value whenever I upload such videos, especially on Monday, what you can do is to click that subscribe button and as well just turn on the notification bell, just so whenever I upload this video you don't miss it, and as well you do not miss the right opportunities. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to be walking you guys through some of the analysis and technicals that I have here, just so you're able to see my mindset throughout the market. So I've got US100, I've got US30, and I've as well got GBPJPY. So let's get straight to the charts. What's happening here is that I'm literally looking at US100. So just by going to a bigger time frame for our chart, maybe I can as well even take it down to the daily time frame, just to remind ourselves what's happening on the daily time frame. So I can simply see that the price has been from the previous support that we saw the previous time. Yes, it's been moving upwards as we wanted it to move upwards, and then eventually it broke below above these resistance levels that we had here. And with what I'm seeing here, there could either be a chance whereby price still continues to enjoy the rides all the way to the upside up until where the take profit is. But what could also be a scenario that could happen if price happens to break below this support area, we could come back here, and maybe if we do come back there, then there's a high chance of us going back to the upside. So all of these are moves that you can easily just spot and see happening, but it's very important of you to know how to catch them. So let us go on a smaller time frame and see how you can learn into catching these right moves. So the first one that I have here, you can see that it's H4, the 4-hour time frame. So what I do is that normally this is what I see as previous resistance now being support. So obviously what I'm looking for is any candlestick confirmations, maybe on the 1 hour or 15 minutes. That's going to allow me to be able to have a stop loss that gives me a great risk reward. That's going to be I can take advantage of. But if that doesn't happen, it means that if price happens to just decide to break below, what I want is at least that close below, and after it close below, at least a retracement, retest, or anything that shows that we are now forming this support into a resistance. And then from there we will be taking a sell. That's the only way I would be selling in the markets and enjoying the ride to the downside. But I'm more excited for the buy compared to the sell, because the buy has a bigger, more points that we can catch. And moving to the 60-minute, you can see that the 60 minutes is very clean, very fair. We did say we're waiting for a candlestick confirmation to just show us if it's trying to go downwards. And yeah, I can see with this one here, obviously, before we reached support right here, we ended up giving this beautiful hammer. And then next to the hammer, we got this beautiful engulfing candle to the upside. So obviously, this could be a trade that even if I can wait for it to retest maybe around here, this is where I would love for my entry to be at. And I'll limit my stop loss to right here. And already one thing that I like is that first take profit, which is maybe it's looking at 3.9 percentages, which is close to 4%. But I believe that if you just take it to the ultimate take profit, we're looking at a 7.7 percentage on US100. So that was a beautiful one. Now moving over to US30. So you guys did see how with the US100 we're able to spot that engulfing candlesticks, how the market was moving, and on top of that we're able to spot that candlestick confirmation. That's how we produce our signals. That's how we get our signals, from these candlestick confirmations. But now let us take a different type of a scenario here on US100. So US100, same thing. I won't be starting from the daily time frame. Let me just take it from the 4-hour charts. So right here on the 4-hour chart, boom, there we go. On the 4-hour chart, so normally you can see that this area that we are at is previous resistant, and now as well resistant price broke, and now it's almost like it retested somewhere here, and now it's forming higher highs and higher lows. So one thing that I like is that as soon as it done this, it came back once again and presented two double bottoms. So with the double bottoms, you can see the first one here and the second one here. So the second one obviously means that it took out people that were literally selling here. It tagged them in thinking that it's going down, and then it closed with that huge spike. So meaning that most people were tagged in and out with just the simple move. But when I go to the 60-minute where I would normally get my entries, what I see is that yes, this happened, double bottoms, But one thing that I like more is the fact that this whole movement, when I put it into one, I can simply see we've got our first touch, second touch, and now here where price is at, it's actually at our third touches, which means that even if I take this trade and it doesn't go in my direction, this is one of the most rightest or perfect trades that I should be taking, because it has a criteria that I follow before I even enter on it, because I don't just say I want to buy and I buy, but all the boxes tick for me to buy. And with that being said, after this engulfing candle, that's how I'll place my buys. My stop loss just below at least an area like this, and with take profit, let me just see what take profit we're looking at. Alright, it's not even too far. Take profit being at least here on the 4-hour chart, which we are as well looking at a 7.5. So imagine with US30 with US100 on its own, already we're looking at least 7.8% returns. This one here we're seeing 7.5 returns. So basically when you combine them both, we're looking at around 15.3, 15.2 percentages. Let's see what we can do in order to add more to those percentages of the profits that we can maybe expect for the week, on adding another symbol or currency that we can be trading now, which you guys do know that I love looking at GBPJPY. So coming up here at GBPJPY, and guys, if you are finding value from this video, make sure that you just hit that like button, and as well just comment below, tell me what are the top 3 pairs that you're looking at for this week, and I'll be excited to know about that. And as well, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. But let us look at GBPJPY. So GBPJPY, last year we did happen to experience some buys. I think I took 2 or 3 buys from it, and maybe one didn't go in our direction, and the other one we broke even, something similar to that, or we closed a few profits on it. So let me just show you guys what we saw. So the previous week, even if you look at my videos, we're looking at this buy, even after price broke out here, we're seeing price still continuing, going all the way up to here. So this also shows that the market normally doesn't move the way that we want it to move now. So we have to learn from those movements. So we wanted price to come up here, but it didn't go up. In fact, it actually retraced somewhere around here and started going downwards. So let's say if I may pull my Fibonacci from this level back to this level, just to see what the Fibonacci, let me go even on the 60-minute time frame just to see what the fibs are saying. Those that are using the fib, let me just see if I can accommodate you guys on today's session. Boom. Okay, right here, yeah. Okay, from the low you can see here being the low, and the high here being the high. So far what I'm seeing is that price failed to have retraced at 38, broke below 50, and now here at 61.8. Basically the 50% of 61.8 and as well 78.6. Can see that we got this beautiful structure here. So with this beautiful structure that I'm seeing here is that price retraced here, previous resistance, now support, price bounced back, and now here what it done is that it gave us a beautiful candlestick that represents buyers. So look at these candlesticks that represent the buyers momentum. So obviously it means that you can sell, but with this one here it's a bit too tricky, because yes, you can buy here, stop loss being super minimum 24 pips, but what's tricky is that your first take profit is going to be limited somewhere around here. Because why? Because I'm looking at the fact that this, when it does happen to, it didn't confirm the breakout yet. Yes, maybe something like this can happen in place, praise, then it goes back up and then praise. But when it's here, that's when it's gonna matter. Yes, I understand this can be resistant for it to go back down and maybe go back up, or resistant for it to go down and then continue going down, or when it's here at this resistant level. When it's here at this resistant, what can happen as well is that price can maybe break out and then retest and then continue going upward. So basically what I'm trying to say here is that with GBPJPY, there's multiple scenes that you can start looking into and experiencing and thinking that can happen. But these are one of the most important things in trading, because you need to be able to know how to forecast, how to do the right things, how to develop the right technical skills in order of you to be able to see the markets in the right way. I just try to keep this video as small or as short as it could be, just so you're able to take the most out of, like, at least maybe 10 minutes of your day, learn from it, and then implement some of these technicals into your own trading. And let us also catch up at the end of the week, seeing how far you've came with the things that you were able to learn from this video and the trades that you took for the week. But I believe it's going to be a profitable week for you. And as well, we are running a 50% off on our professional packages. And if you believe that you are one that actually deserves to be in our professional packages, what you can do is you can click or hit the link that is below. And with that being said, what you'll do is that you will be able to be guided into our 50% off promotion into the professional package. I'll see you guys on the next YouTube video. It's your boy Mutupi.